Hello everybody, it's Maya, and today I'm going to be doing a tarot card reading for money oil. This is my favorite way to use money oil. I put a money sign and then an arrow pointing inwards on both of my wrists, and that is for money coming into me. Looks like I'm gonna need to give myself a new money oil soon. This is what they look like now that I have added labels. But yes, this is going to be a reading for money oil. We have 4 piles here today, but I'm also going to do some general advice. So I'm going to move these out of the way. We're going to do some general advice, and then you can go to the timestamps down below and get some more specific advice. This is going to be advice on manifesting, stepping into abundance, your mindsets around money, law of attraction methods, this sort of thing. Money oil can be used in a way that's reminding you to open yourself up to opportunities and reminding you that you are worth it, that your time is worth money, that what you make is worth money. Believing in this, believing that the universe does have enough for you, believing in miracles having to do around your finances, but also hard work, dedication, and learning having to do with finances. You can use this oil to get better tips, to get a new job, to make more money that day, to get more orders, to get your tax return quicker. These are ways that I like to use money oil. There's tons of different ways that you can use it. Okay, welcome to general guidance having to do with money. Keep in mind, of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I've watched a lot of videos from financial advisors, but no, I'm not a financial advisor. Not that you thought that I was. But I think dismantling beliefs around money that are toxic, yeah, devil. It's an attachment to it. It's feeling like you're a slave to it. Yeah, that we need to get rid of that. The abundance is there. It's willing and ready. Many humans feel like this to money. And for good reason too. And for good reason. And they think it's this ultimate evil. And you have to dismantle that belief in order to bring in more money. Well, you can't hate what you want. And you can't hate the system of it. You can want to restructure the system, but hating, despising, feeling hopeless towards. No, think of yourself as someone who can access money, who is abundant, who is worth it. Your time is worth it. Think of your time as worth more money than you think of now. Yeah, the world is sick with money. It is, there is a level of toxicity and grossness and control and conglomerates and huge corporations doing disgusting things, burning up the rainforest because of money, because of greed. And it leaves the little people like you and me to fend for ourselves. The capitalism isn't the best answer. No, it is not. And we haven't figured it all out here on this earth. Well, it wouldn't be very fun if we had it all figured out, I guess. In some dimensions, I think we have. 5 of Swords. Like someone being disrespectful towards you in the past. People have been disrespectful with your money. People have blamed you about money problems. Maybe your grandmother or your mother's side of the family has strange attachments towards like frugality or just, yeah, weird attachments. Money was very hush hush. Money was, or screaming, you know, one or the other. Very much you saw people pointing fingers in the past, you know, and I think there is a lot of that just in general, just in society, in life. A lot of pointing fingers. You're not bringing in enough. Money is a level of energy. That's why I even allow myself to make something called that. Because if I thought it was evil like this, if I thought it enslaved me, then I wouldn't make something that's named that, because I only work with what I think is good in the world. I may know I have shadow in myself, but I'm not going to put that out into the world. I'm trying to help people. And that's what we're doing with this oil. This oil can also be used for dismantling this belief. I'm not saying capitalism is acceptable. I'm saying let's work with what we have, and let's get that abundance to come through to us. Wow, yeah, it's a balancing. It's a balancing. And let's not let's not forget that we have our part to play in all of this. We are not victims to the situation. Yes, there's rising house prices and rising food prices, and yeah, it is gross. It is gross. But the thing is, you can make more, and you can cut what you don't need. You can find balance. You know, we're not shopping for fun if the funds aren't there. That's just that. You know, there are years we might have to have a no-buy year. And what what in society made us think that we almost, I wanted to say, have the right to spend money the way that we do? People were on farms, you know, and fending for themselves, although they had a real team of people a lot of the times. But people were really fending for themselves for a lot of society, for a lot of human time here on Earth. It wasn't like, let's go to the shops. Well, let's bring that back. Let's bring it back into our hands. Let's bring it back into our hands and say we have this power to become more financially free. And set things up, like getting chicken coops or solar panels. You spend that money up front, and you save to spend that money. If you have debt, it probably gives you nightmares, you know, just the feeling of that. That means it's time to work on that. That means you set everything aside to deal with this so that it doesn't hold over your head that way. You do everything in your nature and your willpower to cut everything out and to make more money until that is gone. And it doesn't matter if it means that a year of your life is dedicated to this. Think of how you'll feel when you feel free again. There was a lot of toxicity with your family, with money, you know, maybe not enough. You just are fearful. You know, living in fear, in fight or flight when it comes to finances. Going forward, we're moving into a balance. It comes and it goes. I give and I take. I give when I can. I save. I put away. I find peace in nature, in free things. I don't have to spend my money frivolously. The older and wiser you grow, the less you need. Firm foundation. You're building a firm foundation of financial literacy. Teach yourself. Let the knowledge come into you. This is a big change with the way that you act and the way that you treat finances. Let go of your ego. You don't need to look a certain way. You don't need to act a certain way, and you don't need money to do any of that. You just need to be here on this earth. That's it. Yeah, having a nice fancy house or whatever. That could be the goal. But how about the goal right now is to just be, is to just have acceptance, is to just find flow in the give and the take of the universe. I want you to tap in to abundance. Ask to tap into abundance. Have these moments of tapping in, opening. Try to like slice open reality in your mind's eye into a golden slice of reality. Step into that every single day. Every single day, I want you to slice open reality and say, okay, I can have this golden reality. I can have that. Visualize this. Obstacles and challenges. Yeah, it's like you have to take a leap of faith to get your finances right. Yeah, sometimes you have to be a bit delusional in what you focus your time on. But, you know, I think since it's right underneath temperance, it's like, but you also have to be practical. You can't just be delusional. You can't just focus on the things that might make you money in the future. You have to also focus on the things that will make you money now. Both. It's a both thing. Do both. You have enough time in the day. It is difficult sometimes, yes, to get it all done. Cut it down. Do 3 things. If you have more energy, do more. Do things that are worthwhile. Do things that are worth money. Make items that are worth money. You don't need to go to school to learn things. And you don't need to go to school to teach things either. You can post on the internet. That's free. You can post on Patreon, on Twitch. All of these things are free. And they can make you money. You can post on TikTok. Any of these things, they can make you money. There will be obstacles and challenges along the way. I say even working out and being fit unlocks finances as well, is what they're saying here. Like climbing, it's like climbing a mountain. Like financial freedom is at the top of the mountain. That means the whole way up, you're not at the top of the mountain. You haven't got to financial freedom yet. At the top, you don't have to worry about work or how much is in your bank account before you make a purchase. But you had to climb and you had to work and you had to train and you had to learn things and you had to know your surroundings and you had to know what you're good at before you got to the top. And it took a really, really long time. And some people don't even ever do it. Some people don't ever climb Mount Everest. Some people do it at the end of their life. This is what financial freedom is like. Not everybody's going to achieve this. It takes getting over obstacles and challenges, leaping over them, finding any way possible, bridging the gap with knowledge, tapping into magic, tapping into ancient, even maybe Egyptian abundant magic, maybe Hathor, maybe Thoth or Ra, Isis. They're abundant. They are abundant. Egyptian gods are extremely abundant. The Egyptians loved gold, gems, jewels, having lots of things, having people help them out. And to have people help you is to create a job. And that's a beautiful thing. So to have a business where you can offer someone a job is a beautiful thing. So see growing in that way. Change your mindset about growth. Change your mindset about rich people. Most rich people aren't evil. They are not evil. Change your mindset. You have to change your mindset about wealth. That it's not a bad thing. That you won't change because of it. That you won't get caught up or chained or treat anybody with disrespect because of it. You will maintain balance. You will help the trees. You will help others. Help others to find financial freedom. Let's move together as a society to create a firm foundation of financial literacy. If we have problems, let's bring that to the attention of the public in a way where we have the solutions too, instead of thinking that we're all chained up and there's nothing to do. Let's bridge the gap with information, with learning. All of these things are free. YouTube and TikTok and all of these things, learning. You can learn about finances for free. You can take the necessary steps. I actually met with a financial advisor once, and it was free. It was free. He tried to sell me his package at the end, but I got about an hour's worth of information out of it, and it was fantastic. And I would recommend doing that to anybody. Setting aside money for retirement. Tapping into more bliss, more peaceful moments. We don't need money for all of the peaceful moments. Nature is free. A lot of these things are free. We're not stressing as much. We're building a firm foundation. See it as that. The society, the United States goes through ebbs and flows. It goes through depressions and then booms, and then this, and then that. People hold tightly, and then they don't. And then they hold tightly, and then they don't. We see this. We see the stock market go in cycles. We see this. We know this. We already know. Some years, we get to go out, and we get to go to lots of events. Other years, we save more and cook more meals at home. Maybe we try to cut out. Maybe we sell this. But we do what we can. And we don't give up, and we don't give up hope, and we don't say there is no way forward, because there is a way forward. It just involves learning something, bridging a gap, and taking a leap of faith. You're building a firm foundation of knowledge, and you can use the money oil to do this. This is a great oil for businesses, for people that get tips, for people that are looking for new jobs, to change careers, things like this. And yeah, I think that is everything I have for the general guidance. And let's go over the 4 piles that we have here today. We have pile number 1 with this gold $100 bill. That's really fun. My boyfriend just got this. I love that. And we have the sun card here. It was underneath in the photo, but Gomez wanted to let it be known. And we have this Chinese coin here. These would probably be used for manifestation as well. I'm not too familiar with these, so if anybody knows about the meaning behind these, or if you know what these symbols mean, that would really be cool. I'd love to know that. And we have the forest here, and there is a card underneath as well for pile number 2. And for pile number 3, we have Celestite, which is used for spirituality. It reminds me of the book, The Celestine Prophecy. So following your intuition to lead you to steps of higher consciousness and meeting with the right people, communication, angels, that sort of thing for pile number 3. And this is a mystery here. And then we have my fun fund. I've been putting my money that I make at events, just putting a little bit of cash aside in this little purple bag. So that's my fun fund. There's $140 in there if you guys were curious. And yeah, this is just what we have here today. Take your time. Feel free to pause the video. Yeah, feel free to pause the video to figure out which one is for you. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose this gold $100 bill and the sun card, then this will be your reading. And I'm already feeling good vibes. Wonders. Interesting. High Priestess. What is this trying to tell me? It's saying, I think, tapping in to your innate intuition. Something about documents. You might be signing a contract soon. I don't know what that's about. Maybe a new job, maybe a house or something. I don't know. She's holding a contract here, and that spoke to me. I think tapping into your emotions, not being as stoic or as like why did I want to say blubbery? Like it's like you're either really letting it out or you're not letting it out at all. And it's like we can find a flow in that. But I think getting deep within yourself, doing shadow work about money, going into the subconscious about money, doing reprogramming, maybe reading books about reprogramming your mindsets about money, just having that on audiobook as you're working. I do that. I go on Libby or Cloud Library. You can get it through your library card. It's completely free. I think I read a book recently. It was called like The Millionaire Mindset, but just anything like that would be good. Yeah, learning more about this. Also, your witchy or metaphysical or intuitive practices can bring you money, so teaching people about them, just doing shadow work, going into the underbelly, the underworld of your financial constraints will be very beneficial for you. The Wonders is telling me dare to dream. Dare to dream. Maybe even the world's wonders can help make you monies. We have this crystal here, so something having to do with crystals. The sun here tells me, wow, your future in finances is fantastic. Yeah, it's fantastic. Just do the healing. Just keep doing the healing, especially child healing, just anything having to do with your family line. Um, yeah, anything having to do with astrology or the natural wonders of the world, like crystals, or even God, it's saying something about space, and maybe even like teaching others about shadow work. Let's get out some more cards. But yeah, your future is bright. Just keep following the path. Just keep taking action. Just keep taking action. Keep doing that financial work. Yes. The Chariot, yeah, very much so. They just want you to keep taking action. They want you to keep pushing forward. You're on the right path. Keep going. Abundance is for you. Follow the path of freedom. Angels are on your side. You're like a warrior. You're like a warrior. Crab, Cancer energy is coming out. Tap into your center, your rainbow center. Connect your rainbow center with the flowing, majestic energy of the universe, the sun energy. Be shocked and awed by the wonders of the world. Get into this state. Get into your intuitive state. Believe your magic. Believe that you can tap into this very majestic, very magical side of yourself to push you forward, to always show you the right way towards money, towards financial liberation, towards the sunshine. It's not all about money. A lot of it is about having fun, is about healing, is about finding that sun on your skin and enjoying your life. A lot of it has to do with healing the earth too. So let's not only think about the money. The money, it comes and it goes. We will hold on to it more because of the learning, because of the lessons that we are learning. We have more willpower now. We're not thinking of buying things as losing money now. We're thinking of it as sharing. It's this big sharing pot. We're all part of it. We're all humans. We're just passing it all around to all our universal little blips of light. We all have it. Some people are holding more. And I think that we can even do magic to ask the universe to change that. So ask the universe to change that. Yeah, I think that's everything I have for you all today. Please make sure to check out any of the other piles if those spoke to you, and definitely check out the general advice if you haven't checked that out. And I love you all so much. Don't forget that you can win this Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Such a beautiful deck, and I think you guys will really like this. All you have to do is subscribe and go comment on my soulmate video. That's everything I have for you all. Love you. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this Chinese coin and the card The Forest, which is number 36, then this will be your reading. And the forest is already making me think of like going into the forest of your soul. It gets a little messy, gets a little labyrinthy, gets a little scary, gets a little dark. Shadow work. Yet again, shadow work is very linked to financial blockages. I do my shadow work best on journaling. I would be like, what is blocking me financially? What from my childhood is blocking me financially? These sorts of things. Highly recommend doing this sort of work. Doing it honestly pretty regularly at first as well. Once a month. You could even do once a week. But if you're really trying to level up in your finances, the blockages, the mental blockages, are going to make the biggest difference, because it will allow you to go after what you really deserve and belong doing. And what we have here underneath is the Death card. And the Death card is about a huge, huge, huge change. And I feel like also you've just gone through huge changes that affected your financial situation many times in your life. And you're going through another one. And it's very stressful for you. It's extremely, extremely stressful for you right now in your life. You're just, ugh. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're dealing with this with finances as well. Like, I feel like it's not just finances, honestly. Yes. And yes, and yes. It's not just finances. It's other things. It's a lot. It's a lot of different things that stress you out. And the real serious answer here is doing the shadow work. And also taking time out to go camping and go in the forest and just wander through the woods. Doing inner child healing. Doing healing about aging or death or anything having to do with that. I think a lot of what holds you back, this one, financially, is your mindsets, like I said, very much so. And it says this situation will improve. But I think that you sometimes don't think that. I think you need to tap into magic, almost like an Atlantean ocean, fairy, mermaid, goddess energy. Tap into this. It can bring you finances. The trees don't worry about finances. You're not a tree, you know, but you are a being on this earth, and the earth and the universe doesn't want you to worry either. So ask and you shall receive. Ask what to do. Maybe the ball's in your hands, or maybe it's in the universe's hands. We'll see, you know what I mean? Wow, harmony. Coming into harmony with the universe will bring you closer to money. Very much so that having a partner helps you financially. This will be just huge for you, a big change for you. And I think it has been. You know, maybe some people here have gone through divorces, or just haven't found someone and feel like living alone is just wrong. It's not working. It's not working. You need to come into harmony. Authority. Having a partner makes your financial situation so much easier. That's really what it is. Authority. Yeah, I think maybe, you know, it could be your dad, it could be masculine lover, that sort of energy had very like dictator energy over you. Now you're making the decisions. Now you're the one that has the authority over your finances. It's not in anyone else's hands. It's not. You're building this very solid foundation, standing tall, believing in yourself, having confidence in yourself. Step into this harmony. Step into harmony. Yeah, I think that people could have been in like financially, why did I hear neglectful situations? That's a weird way to put it. But yeah, just not taking care of, or like asking for too much, or so, I'm not sure, but it just wasn't good in the past. We need to come into harmony again. Wow. Reading books about finances, taking the time for solitude allows you to get things right. Brainstorming ideas that will bring you financial success and abundance. Reading and taking notes. Making a real game plan for yourself. Set up by the week. Making it so that you can only like buy things in cash, and only giving yourself a certain amount per week or per month, and saying, I can't spend anymore after this. That's it. Don't even take your cards out. If you're trying to save money, that's what you're going to be doing. Yeah, I think that is everything I have for you all today. Please like wish upon a star. Just believe in this and believe that you have the authority. You're coming into harmony with the universe, but you also have the authority over your finances and over your financial situation, and you have the ability to change it. And even though there is difficult times happening in the world, that doesn't mean that you can't have success. Taking this time for solitude has been an important step to bring this back into harmony. Now that you have the authority, the situation will improve. Make those big choices, big changes, and stand tall in confidence, because you went through the forest of your subconscious having to do with your finances, doing that shadow work. And that is everything I have for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget that you can win this Spirit Oracle deck. All you have to do is subscribe and comment on my soulmate video. Please like and comment on this video if this video resonated with you. And check out illusionelixirs.com if you'd like to purchase money oil. This stuff is great for manifestation. I love you all so much. Bye, everybody. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Celestite, then this is going to be your additional guidance. And straight off the bat, Celestite to me represents just higher spirituality. So I just feel like tapping into higher spirituality is almost more important for you. Like, your life isn't about becoming a millionaire, billionaire, you know? It's not supposed to be about this. It's not. It's about so many things other than that. You know, you can have the goals of financial freedom and wanting to not stress about finances, just understanding finances, having no debt, things like that. But just to be a millionaire for sake of being a millionaire, if you wanted to be a millionaire, then why don't you write out all the things that you would do with your $1 million? How many of those things are just for yourself? Because let's take most of that and help the earth and help the people. When we have little, we can't. And the thing is, a lot of the times, people that are millionaires, they mostly just help themselves and their businesses and their employees. And that's great too. That's great too, but if you really want to set out on a journey like that, just think about the ways that you can help, and then you will step into that. Conflict and defeat, ow. And Four of Pentacles, ow. Conflict and defeat, it's just been tough for you. You feel defeated by finance. It's caused much conflict in your life. You feel like you want to run away from your financial situation. And Four of Pentacles, feel very stagnant. Feel like you can't seem to break out of a rut with finances. You feel like you have to hold very tightly to finances. You feel like you keep hitting a wall. Yeah, something about having a partner helps. It's just, but it's just not, it's not working. It's definitely not working. I think you've really hit your wit's end here when it comes to finances. And I think at that point, we really have to tap in. We have to tap into the divine, because they're going to be the ones. The spirit guides and our higher self, they're going to be the ones to guide us in this situation. Just the universe, the universal energy, gods and goddesses, things like this. Like, that is going to save you in this situation. That is going to be the thing that saves you. This one? Yes. Celestial, cosmos, creator. Yeah, creation, spirit. Why did I not read any of that right? Okay. Cosmos, creation, spiral. Yeah, it's spiraling on the same things, but it's saying, like, you are the creator. You can create things that are worth money. Tap into the cosmos. Feel like a celestial being. It's just part of this master plan. Like a story in a book, but it's part of the entire gears of the entire world. Yes, you spiral on certain things. That might make you feel stagnant, but that doesn't mean that you haven't learned things, and you can get out of anything. Definitely dismantling beliefs about that money is always like this mean, scary, I can't talk about it. Maybe this one. This sort of energy. Yeah, you can talk about it, and you can just go through it. I think you need to have like a weekly check-in with your finances. Maybe having an app like Rocket Money, something like that. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from a situation emotionally. Yeah, of maybe a masculine. Yeah, walking away from a masculine. But walking away also from this logical point of view. Like, why can't crazy material things happen? Why can't miracles happen? Why can't, when I say I tap in, why can't I get the money then? Why do you think that if you roll on money oil, it doesn't work? Why would you think that? It does work. It does work. The Six of Pentacles. That is about giving and taking, receiving, accepting more, receiving. Something about a letter. You know, getting a letter is important. Healing your emotions, healing your previous relationship traumas. This is important. Taking a look at things. This is important. Celebrating your small wins and your big wins. Having something to celebrate. I heard something recently that was like, but we're not using calories to celebrate. And I was like, damn. Uh, I like using cake as celebration, but gotta find something else. Maybe go to the aquarium or something. It's like, but the Three of Cups is about friendship and just, man, friendships and previous relationships, and you just don't feel like you ever can just keep with something. Like, it always just feels like you have to walk away. It just feels very unstable. And there will be something to celebrate in the future, but we have to like claw through our past and believe in ourselves and believe that miracles can happen, that checks can come in the mail. Believe in the giving, receiving. Say, I open myself to the receiving now. Say it out loud. I open myself to receiving now. I believe in money miracles. I believe in money miracles. Start believing in this. I feel childhood healing, previous relationship healing, friendship healing, all needs to be done. These things are all linked. You know, we think of money as like, oh, I just need to learn about money. I just need to make more money. And I just need to have a job. And I just need to do this. And I just need to make more sales. And no, actually, a lot of making more money has to do with your mindsets. And it has to do with healing trauma. Because we won't take the necessary steps if we don't. And sometimes bettering yourself does look like walking away from things over and over again. Like, if you've left a lot of jobs, like, that's okay, because those jobs weren't right for you. And what you're doing now is not necessarily exactly right either. But we can move into alignment. And you will be celebrating with your friends, with a partner. Let's not think of it all so logically. Let's get more in the clouds about it. Let's tap more into the universe is a lending hand to me. Yeah, I think that's everything I have for you all today. Thank you so much for watching. And if any of the other readings sounded like they were for you, definitely check those out as well. You can win this Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Go over to my soulmate reading and just subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video, please comment down below. Tell me if this aligned with you. And like, subscribe, all of those good things. Check out illusionelixirs.com if you're interested in repurchasing or purchasing money oil. And I just appreciate you all so much for watching. Bye, everybody. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose my fun fund, a little purple bag of money, then this will be your reading. Love begins. Oh my God. This is great. Wow. I think even self-love too, but this is definitely for singles out there. You will find someone. Prosperity is coming for you. Pouring into yourself, pouring into others, feeling abundant, more than enough to give. This is what's coming for you. I'm seeing like people working in service industries in this pile as well. I saw that. Wow. I think this card was reversed, but I just like slid it across. And yeah, this card reminds me of people just all thinking that there's not enough. And that it's this give and this take. And we just always have to be fighting for the money. Like in the service industry, I think it could be like this. Just certain industries. I noticed it out while out vending. People can be like this. You can feel it energetically if you're tapped into that. But you're just moving out of that. You don't think like that. You're not like, oh, because they're here, I'm not going to make as much. It's not like that. No, we've tapped into universal abundance. Love is for you. Love brings abundance. Love brings abundance. Yes, love brings abundance. And just being in love with yourself, being more in love with yourself, the more confident Whoa. The more confident you are in yourself, this one, turn it upside down. The more confident you are in yourself, and this one, the more money you'll make. Because you'll do well in interviews, because you'll go after certain things, because you'll be searching through Indeed at the right time in the right place, because you believe you'll apply to the job because you believe you can have it. That sort of thing. Five of Wands, yet again, it feels very competitive, but it's like you're so above all that. Oh my God, look, it's the Five of Wands twice. It's the Five of Wands twice. Very much competition. Very much it's like we're always in competition. No, we're not. There is no competition. You are you. You are special. You are divine. Yeah, I think your work could be like that a lot. I just think it could be a huge... And it's like, why is everybody else wearing masks? You know, like they're shady. You're so above that. You're like a Jedi. You're like a Jedi in that. Yeah, I'm seeing like Michelangelo and Raphael. Oh my God, and Master Splinter. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, you're the master now. You're teaching others now. You're just so above it. I just keep hearing that. You're just so above it. It's like you're this worm. Like, look, they're all fighting, and you're this bird, where you're just like, okay, and I have my worm, and they can all fight. That's weird. That's gonna be you. You just are so above it. You have what you need. The Five of Pentacles says it's been a really tough time, health-wise, financially. And it's like the fact that we're moving into Five of Wands again. I don't like that. It's like, let's not be in this competition environment. This is, to me, is telling me it's like the same thing twice. It's like you could get a new job and then it's the same shit over again. You know, we don't like that. We don't want that. Nine of Pentacles. I think that there was times in the past where you did have relaxation and you did have everything you want in this like abundant feeling, and we're asking to bring that back in. Bring that back in. It is for you. You're a master now. It's like you teach others now. Learn that much that you could teach others. Fives are tough times, seriously. It's been very tough, extremely tough for you financially. Get out of the mindset of competition and get into the mindset of I am special, I am interesting, I am divine, and tap into your own personal powers. Tap into self-love, self-care, and putting yourself out there to find love. Or just tapping more into the frequency of love, because this will bring you money. Wow, Temperance. And we pulled Temperance in the first pile as well, so if you were interested in that, I would definitely check that out. But yeah, a balance is coming back. Also, Temperance reminds me of sobriety. Definitely, sobriety obviously always helps with finances. I mean, you could even do what I did recently, and I cut out everything. I mean, I even cut out coffee. I cut out truly everything. Everything. I wasn't even drinking fancy drinks those days. All I had was tea and water. You can be like that. You can go on a water fast. I mean, I don't necessarily recommend that. Just saying. Because, yeah, I went on a fast recently and it did not feel so good for me. But I think it works for some people, and if that aligns, but you don't have to spend much if you're holding back in so many areas. And you may feel like, oh, what's the fun in that? Well, the fun is the feeling that you get when you've moved through a financially difficult time and you feel you have that balance back and you feel you have that abundance back and you feel there is no competition because everything is balanced. You are balanced with the divine. You are balanced with the earth. It's just pouring. Like, look, this is like God, the universe, pouring into you, and then you have it in your hands to pour it exactly how you want to. Making the art and doing the things and just, yeah, just being abundant in love with the universe, with divine energy. It's all balancing out for you. Things are changing. Get into that. Get into this big change mentality. The money is coming. The money is coming. It comes through love. It comes through love of what you do. And it comes through just loving yourself, loving the world, feeling grateful. But it also comes through hard work and confidence in yourself as well. And just knowing that you are abundant in many ways as well. And I think that's everything I have for you all today. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so very much. And don't forget that you can win the Spirit Animal Oracle. All you have to do is subscribe and comment on my soulmate video. Make sure to comment on this video if it aligned with you, like, and check out Illusion Elixirs if you're interested in purchasing money oil or repurchasing money oil. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all so much. Bye, everybody.